Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Whoa. Whoa. So are y'all ready for it to be warm?
Yes.
Weather?
1,000%.
Okay. I don't know. I got to be in the right mood for it. What happens is we have an unseasonably warm week sometime, and then everybody thinks spring's here.
Yeah.
And then it gets back to being cold again. I don't know. I think if I hadn't have, contracted obesity, I'd probably be looking more forward to less clothing. Every year when it comes around.
I was just going to ask you, what is the proper mood for you for it to be warm?
Where do you have to be physically and mentally, spiritually, for it to be warm?
Well, because I want it to be warm enough. I either want it to be cold where we're having to wear jackets, or warm enough where I'm wearing shorts and can get a tan. If I can't get a tan, I don't care about it being warm.
Yeah, that's the most important part of summer for TJ.
Yeah.
Getting the tan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He tans well, so that's a good thing. He doesn't turn like a lobster.
No. A lot of white people have that problem, Alexis.
I know, Ace did.
Yeah, he did turn into a lobster, didn't he? He did. He battled with his tan.
But he was so, if you're as fair-skinned as he was, why would you not, okay, put it this way. I suffer from the occasional hemorrhoidal flare-up, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm always prepared because I have the medication, because it's so uncomfortable, so painful and all of that. I have the medication within my reach most of the time. If you are as fair-skinned as he is or was, why would you not always have sunscreen at your ready all the time?
Yeah.
I feel like he didn't seem the person that would be prepared with sunscreen. He was just going to take it as it goes.
Yeah.
He would go off to races and stuff in this, car races, and sit out there all day.
Yeah. No sunscreen. Yeah. No hat.
Well, he'd have a hat most of the time. It's a regular, like a baseball hat, but not a sun hat. Whatever. But he would still get a lot because he's that fair. He could have a big, like a what do you call those hats? The bucket hat or something. He used to love a bucket hat, and I bought him one for his last birthday.
Yeah,
I bought him a white Adidas bucket hat.
Yeah,
he loved it.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't always have sunscreen on. They make it for your keychain now. Yeah. And he'd just go, I forgot sunscreen.
Yeah, over the summer, he came in one morning, he's like, I got this thing on my head. I was like, Ace, you burned your head. It's your skin peeling off.
It's like,
you know what that is.
Dude, you can't have red hair and then also be red on your skin. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What you doing there, Greg?
Oh, hey, Katie. I'm making my world-famous Greg Nog.
Well, if it's so world famous, how come I don't know about it?
Well, there's a lot you don't know about me. Like how I just ordered truckloads of our most popular items at Sweet Dreams.
You did what?
Shh.
Right now, save up to 70% on overstocks, clearance, and closeouts. In stock and ready to rock. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today. This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
Alexis is here for a few more minutes. About all we can stand.
Ready to give me the boot.
I'm kidding. It was good seeing you. It's been good to see you. Haven't seen you since Christmas.
I know, that's true.
Mm-hmm. It's Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
A few months ago.
Yeah.
I miss you guys sometimes.
Sometimes. She's lying. It drives her crazy.
I don't know.
Especially not being around me all the time, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I miss that so much.
She grew up wishing that I was her dad, Riggins. Remember that?
I do know that.
That was before I actually knew you.
She was like, she's riding to school with her mom, listening to us on the radio and saying, oh my God, it'd be so cool if I were like Lainey and TJ were my dad.
It was just you. It wasn't Hayes as well, was it?
No, it was just me.
Just you? Wish I had 2 gay dads.
Right, my dad's.
Would you swap out your mom for 2 gay dads?
I mean, I might. That sounds a little fun. Might do more than my mom did.
So is your mom still Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, my mom got married, y'all.
No way.
Yes, my mom got married 3 weeks ago.
And how long had she been seeing the guy? It couldn't have been very long.
No, y'all remember I told you that she started dating this guy that was also a Jehovah's Witness and all of that. His wife, he had been a family friend forever. Yeah. Well, they decided to get hitched knowing that they were probably going to have repercussions from the church, but they were okay with it.
Whoa.
What is the rule for that?
Well, my mom got her divorce didn't happen because there was adultery or because her ex-husband died. That's the only reason that you're supposed to actually get divorced. And so she was never supposed to get remarried unless her ex-husband married someone else, and then she was free to do that. Okay. But she just was like, whatever, I'm just going to marry him.
Whoa. But how would the church even know?
They had to tell them because...
No. I mean, how would they know that her ex-husband never remarried?
They wouldn't know that. That's why I told her it wasn't fair for her to stick to that. But the man that she married, he's been in our life since before I was born. I've known him my whole life. But he had a standing in the church, so he's lost that.
So he was one of the leaders in the church.
Yeah.
So did they get married because they wouldn't make the relations outside of marriage, and they were just they were dying to do it?
Ew, I don't want to know about that, but
because I mean, I got a feeling your mama has to have it.
She probably did.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm kidding. Well, judging by the stories that she tells about her grandmother and all,
I know it runs in the family. Let me tell you, it had been.
They like younger men too. Is this guy younger?
No, he's older than her.
But didn't your grandmother have a young husband?
Yeah, she was like 35 years younger than my grandma. Yeah.
Now that's not the great grandmother who was buried alive.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But not in an accident or anything. They thought that she had passed and they had a funeral, and then later thought, you know what? I thought we heard her breathing in there.
It was that she was sweating.
Yeah, she was sweating. Corpses don't sweat.
They don't. Right. So it's like y'all definitely buried her alive.
She said it's hot.
But it was in El Salvador. She was like, it's so hot, even the corpses sweat around.
All right.
Horrifying.
That's not confirmed, but still.
I think great grandma's still alive. Why do you think that? Well, because she said I'm hot as hell in here. I heard her. She said I'm hot.
Está caliente. Ay.
Hola. Caliente.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
What you doing there, Greg?
Oh, hey, Katie. I'm making my world famous Greg Nog.
Well, if it's so world famous, how come I don't know about it?
Well, there's a lot you don't know about me. Like how I just ordered truckloads of our most popular items at Sweet Dreams.
You did what?
Shh.
Right now, get a copper pillow top mattress starting at just $449. In stock and ready to rock. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple Team. tjriggins.com/Temple Team.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
I forgot to tell y'all that I've been using Ace lately And he would have wanted it that way.
Yeah.
Because Ace did not like door-to-door salespeople.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
He didn't like the young college age hustlers coming by and trying to talk him into buying magazine subscriptions, and he didn't like the people saying, "Hey, your neighbor down the street here we just had been doing some work for them, and they thought that you might be in need of a new roof," or what. He didn't like that. But what really broke him of all that was when he and Shawnette were married. Shawnette invited a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesperson in, and the woman came in and she was dropped off by her partner who went down to visit some other houses and left her there for like 3 hours. She fell asleep on their couch, sitting there waiting on her ride to come back.
In his chair?
Yeah. So that was one of the funniest things. So she just sat there. He goes, yeah. I'm like, you want to wait outside? Or is he coming back? We need to call him. He'll be back. She'd already done her vacuum cleaner demonstration and everything. Was just sitting there for a couple of hours. So we had to eat dinner around her.
Yeah.
She just fell asleep watching TV in my chair.
Yeah. It was dark when she left.
So weird.
Yeah. So I've the other day we had some young guys show up at the door. I saw them go to my neighbor's house first. They knocked. Nobody came to the door, and then Jody has this big glass storm door on the front of the house, front door of the house. So it's always the door in the daytime. She has the regular door open so you can see right in the house. I'm like, close that door. It's fine. It's not hurting you. I like to see out. Okay. So when they come up, there's no not going to the door because they know you're in there. So I went to the door and they were, started their sales pitch. And I said, hey, look, I'm sorry, guys. But we've had a death in the family. And I really can't do this right now. And they immediately shut it down. Really? That shuts down the sales pitch.
Yeah.
And then they move on. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing that forever.
Yeah, because what kind of rebuttal are you going to give to someone died?
Yeah. Right, and there's no lying because you've had obviously.
Right.
You don't say they just died. You say we've had a death in the family. That's true for everybody.
It's true, and it's good forever.
Yeah, right.
He would want that.
That's
he
fine.
would want that.
He would love that.
He would also say, anytime somebody requests, if you need to use that as an excuse to get out of making an appearance somewhere, feel free. I don't care. He would say that.
He would. He would say that.
Like 3 years from now, if somebody says, "Hey, do you want to come, to our whatever event and this, that, and the other?" And I go, I don't know. Ace died, and I'm, I need to stick around here.
In the morning.
Ace died.
Yeah.
I use that.
We could use that. What?
I used that for an excuse the other day because I forgot to answer back an email. And I said, I'm sorry. We've had a friend of ours died.
Nice.
So.
And I've just been covered up.
Yeah. I mean, what are they going to say?
Right. I really have. I think my phone's going to be broken when this whole thing's over. It's been getting a lot of work.
Totally.
A lot of work.
It's dead.
Ugh. I wasn't lying though, like Alexis is.
I wasn't lying.
Oh my God.
She forgot.
You're gonna go to hell.
She forgot to do an email.
I forgot to respond to an email. The lady emailed me twice.
It's a bill collector. I'm sorry.
Like, we don't care. Pay us our money.
You're like, who is Ace? We live in San Francisco.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Buying diamonds in Antwerp, Belgium, like R. Gregory Jewelers does, is something special. You look at it, weigh it, look again. It's nice, but could it be better? Now, do that 10, 20, 50, or even more times. Your diamond is extra special, so we go the extra mile, literally, to the Diamond Capital, where selection and value are the best. We won't leave until the perfect one is found for you, and everyone we're there for. To R. Gregory Jewelers, that really is something special.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
If you live in the Charlotte area and you need furniture, then you need Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. We love them, and you will too. So go to tjriggins.com/Sweet Dreams for Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
All right, how are we looking? Cameras all set right? You know, a lot of people have been looking on the TVs at us.
Yeah.
You know, getting a lot of attentions.
TV
a lot
ads,
of
10
attentions. Huh? Yeah.
10 pounds.
And what's the old joke? Look like I ate 4 TVs today.
I do see Lindsay's double ring lighted up here. She's got 2 ring lights on her.
Yeah, I think one of those is supposed to be on you, Riggins.
Yeah.
But Rob came in here like a bull in a china shop, knocking things over. He hadn't been in this room in a couple of weeks, and so it's just like he ran into a bounce house or something.
I look like a shining star, though.
You do. Listen, you are our little star. You deserve 2 ring lights.
Sure, thank you.
Exactly. Now, then Riggins came in. I got here early today, so I wanted to make sure, you know, I made the coffee for Riggins. So when he came in, I even said, text me when you leave the house. I'll hit start on it so it's fresh hot when you walk in. First thing he says was, TJ threw away the donuts. I was planning on having a donut. My wife brought donuts in here a week ago. Today was a week.
Yeah.
And he was still gonna eat one of them, but I threw them away Friday. I figured, we got all we can get out of these.
I know. When I left on Friday, I was like, I'll take them home and freeze them or something. I don't know. It just seems like such a waste.
Yeah.
Those are good donuts. But I would have eaten it a week later, no problem.
Yeah.
Just heat them up.
Just throw it in the microwave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would too, because it's like bread. It's basically bread.
Yeah.
But as long as there's no mold on it or anything.
Yeah.
But Rob brought donuts.
He did, yeah.
So saved you right there.
Yep.
He didn't bring one of those big breakfast sandwiches for everybody. Though,
No, he didn't.
He's like, you get a munchkin, but so that looks
Oh, he's
Yeah.
going to go
real
right in.
nice. Yeah.
Little ciabatta bread,
Sure.
sourdough.
All right. Well, so he came in for behind the scenes work today, obviously.
Yeah.
He's over there,
so.
sound like he's doing some carpenter work a minute ago when we're trying to record. Lord.
Yeah, he comes in with an agenda. Love that.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything this weekend.
Please. Saturday,
Yeah.
ice cold and rainy. I wasn't doing anything either.
But you can hear on the podcast for this week, the TJ and Jody's House podcast, where no matter what the weather is from now on, my wife is not staying in the house the whole weekend, no matter how much she says she wants to.
Really?
Because she was a grouch.
She's going to do something.
Right. She's got to be moving and doing something like a little child.
Yeah.
I got to keep her occupied. At least leave the house for a little bit, just to say you went out.
Yeah. Even if it's the grocery store, just hit up something.
She's not one of those women's that can sit around in their pajamas all day and watch movies and all of that stuff and then be happy afterward. She can do all of that stuff, and she thinks she wants to do it. I mean, maybe once a year, but I can't take it because it hits in on her and she gets just snappy and grouchy.
Was she that way on the podcast?
Well, she was admitting to it. She was just coming out of it when we recorded the podcast yesterday afternoon because the sun was shining and all that.
Yeah.
Well, Saturday all day the weather was terrible. Friday afternoon was a bad deal. Just weather wise, I guess. And so it was just.
She reached her boiling point.
I said no more of that. So next time I'm sending her to Miami with you, Lindsay.
Heck yeah. She wanted to come. She wanted to come.
I want to hear all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll hear about all that swinging they did with those other couples.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like to me. All right, hang on. We got more coming up.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Every weekday, the Extra Funny podcast is available at tjriggins.com. It's uncensored and, well, extra funny. Extra Funny is sponsored by Eric Javits. Find your next great hat at Eric Javits. Get 20% off your order today by going to tjriggins.com/deals. That's tjriggins.com/deals. Then use promo code TJ at checkout.
Hey Charlotte, ready to enjoy a chef-prepared meal using delicious seasonal ingredients without ever having to leave your home? Table and Twine is the answer. Have a world-class dining experience without ever leaving your house. Learn more at tjriggins.com/tableandtwine.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Today I'm doing something special. If you live in the Charlotte area, I will be a guest on WBT, News Talk 1110 WBT in Charlotte. I'm going to be on with Bo and Beth, their morning show. They've become friends I've known Beth for years, and we've been friends for a long, long time, but professionally become friends since I went in and filled in for one of their hosts a couple of days. And they've invited me on to talk about ACE. And this will be the official ACE interview, so to speak. And not just people who seize the moment to go on and start talking about how close they were with ACE and all of that when they may not have been, or they definitely weren't.
Definitely weren't.
So that's today. If you would like to check that out, it'll be 9:00 this morning on News Talk 1110 WBT, or you can catch it later on their website, WBT.com, on the podcast. So, Lindsay, what happened? When did y'all get back from Miami?
We got back Saturday around 5. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So right when we landed, I mean, it was close to 90 degrees there. So when we landed and it was raining, it was freezing. I was in shorts and a t-shirt. We're walking to our car and we had to park outside at the top of the parking deck. And it was kind of rainy and I was like, what's happening? So that's why I can barely talk. I'm going from extreme weathers, but.
And then up bright and early the next day to take your daughter to a princess brunch.
Yes.
With all the Disney princesses.
Yes.
Did you see that, Riggins?
No.
It's miserable. They do a great job. It's at our clubhouse. They do a great job, but miserable. 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Was it cute though?
Oh, yeah.
Was that? I bet it was.
It always is those kinds of things.
Yeah. Once you've been, though, you've been. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping this is our last year of.
Do y'all do it every year?
Oh, yeah.
The same thing every year?
But I'm certain, I mean, she'll be 5 in May, so I'm wondering when she gets out of that stage.
Your daughter, probably 17.
Yeah. Like, never.
When her mom gets out of it, I guess.
Yeah. I wore a sparkle dress, too. I'm not going to lie. But
so did y'all get crazy in Miami? Like, crazy for old people with kids, kind of crazy.
No, I actually got made fun of because I took a 4-hour nap the first full day we got there.
After you got off the air with us that day, you took a 4-hour nap?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and everyone was at the pool. I come dragging down after my nap, and they're like, "Where have you been?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
I did see that on her Instagram story. She's like, "It's 5 o'clock now. I'm ready to party." I'm like, "Oh, you're getting old when you got to take the nap first."
4 hours. But
4
this is what I appreciate when I go on. I mean, I'm just considering it a vacation, even though it was a work thing for Kyle. Fine, it was a vacation for me. I want it to be relaxing. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go hard in the paint. I'm already tired.
Yeah,
I have a bed where no kids are climbing in. So I just tried to enjoy myself.
That's the vacation, is a 4-hour nap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. So I was kind of made fun of, but everyone's getting older, so they get it.
And you probably went to bed at a decent hour that night, too, didn't you?
9:30.
There you go.
9:30.
So she was up from 5 to 9:30.
Yeah.
Done.
That was it.
No cocaine. It's Miami.
No cocaine.
It's Miami.
What are we in college? No.
9:30 and no cocaine. That's
boring. No wonder they were making fun of
you. What a
loser. Now trending coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Lily and Grace is an incredible boutique in Mooresville, North Carolina that was built from a lifetime of experience in the interior design and home renovation businesses. Beautiful furniture and interior design elements ready to tell your home's story. Lily and Grace offers a wide range of products that can be customized to accommodate every corner of your home. They truly create pieces of art, and we are so proud to be working with them. Learn more at lilyandgrace.com. That's lilyandgrace.com.
Let's go. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Top trending topic at the moment, The White Lotus. Season 3, first episode is out on Max. Keep on wanting to call it HBO.
Max.
It's on Max.
It's on Max.
Max. And
Are they in Thailand this time?
I think so. And Parker Posey is in this. Yeah. She's trending this morning. I don't think that's ever happened before. Parker Posey was an actress in the 80s?
Well, in the 90s. Yeah, she was in. I know her best from those mockumentaries like Best in Show and those types of things, those Christopher Guest mockumentaries.
Yeah. She was kind of a Hollywood wild child, wasn't she? Like kind of just this.
Yeah. I think that's who that was.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So the first
she's
season,
funny.
I think people are already saying give her an Emmy because she's so incredible in the show.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've not watched the first 2 seasons of it. Is
I
it
did.
good?
Yeah,
it is.
Sexy?
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah, you shared a scene from that show that sounded vile and so graphic that I'll never forget. I've never seen the show, but I remembered the way you described it.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it can be pretty graphic.
Using the restroom and some luggage, as I recall. Today is President's Day. It is a national holiday, and President's Day is it George Washington's birthday?
It's supposed to be kind of a combination of George Washington's birthday and Abraham Lincoln's birthday. It was the original President's Day, I believe.
So what are we supposed to do on President's Day?
Celebrate
Not go to school?
all presidents.
Just celebrate them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Which
good work
obviously
here.
I can't do that. Some of them were terrible.
Why would you do that?
I've been hearing some things about George Washington. Sounds like he was kind of a wild man.
Yeah, they always try to besmirch his memory.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace.
He said R.I.P. G-Dub. It's terrible. And then the other top trending topic, the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live happened last night. Interesting that they do it on a Sunday, but it is Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
But they aired it on NBC and Peacock, and they brought in 200 extra seats. All the celebrities were there, including all the former SNL cast members. And Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively were there as well, and they were the brunt of a joke. And it looked like Blake Lively didn't appreciate it at all.
Man, she just looks like everything we hear about her. It just makes me think, how in the world can anybody stand to be around her?
You talk about Blake Lively?
Yeah, she just seems like an old shrew, like a brat shrew.
She's getting worse.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They said this lawsuit that she's going through with Justin Baldoni, the director of her movie, they said they are in it for equally assured destruction or something like that. Like both of them want to just ruin the other one. And it's
just not the way to live.
It's really not. I mean, imagine how much of your mind that's taken up day in and day out. He's got a whole website now that he created detailing his lawsuit against her.
God, the Lord doesn't want it that way. Just stop.
That's true.
And, I'm no special pleader for any Hollywood celebrity, but I don't know anything about him. But what I do know about her is why I'm saying the things I'm saying.
Sure.
What I've seen. Just like, ugh.
Yeah, it happened so fast, too. It seems like everybody liked Blake Lively a year ago.
I did.
Yeah, right. Yeah. She's beautiful. She's talented. And now everybody's turned on her.
I wonder what she has on that wonderful little Ryan Reynolds to make him stay with her.
I don't know.
I think she's got some dirt on him.
Probably got something she's holding over his. They have babies.
Yeah,
That's
4.
probably what it is.
4.
She's probably holding those babies over.
Yeah.
Him. using them to weaponize.
He should leave her.
Very positive.
They're Canadian. He's Canadian, though. You never know.
Oh, yeah. You never know.
It's true. We got more coming up.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple team. tjriggins.com/Temple team.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
All guests of the TJ and Riggins Show stay at the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte. Beautiful rooms paired with incredible dining options, all nestled perfectly in the beautiful South Park neighborhood of Charlotte. Book your stay online at tjriggins.com/Hyatt.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
So over the weekend, we posted some of your ACE memories. If you have a photo, a video, a thought, or a note you'd like to share with us, we'd love to read it. So just head over to tjriggins.com/ACE and upload your own so that we can enjoy it and that also members of the radio family can enjoy it, because some of those memories are just, things we've forgotten about or didn't know, personal interactions you had with ACE. And clearly they mean a lot to so many people.
Yeah.
So tjriggins.com/ACE, upload your own, or just go check out other people's pictures, and it's great over there. Today is President's Day, and Ace, brother Ace loved Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
He did. He liked Mount Rushmore, and he liked the Grand Canyon.
He liked Mount Rushmore because he would picture his face up there with him.
Yes, probably. And somebody, even in the Ace memories, they said, "You remember Ace's presidential slogan?" I had completely forgotten about that. Ace always said, "I'd be a great president, and I'd run a campaign based on the slogan, everybody just be cool, man.
Be cool.
just be cool, man." It's like, we'll start with you. You'd be cool. Yeah. But he said he could easily win the popular vote. But he loved Mount Rushmore. He loved the Grand Canyon. I've never seen Mount Rushmore, but from what I've heard, it's a little underwhelming.
Really?
I've heard that when you're in the stands for it, it's not as big as you picture it in your head. So it's just kind of small and it's far away. And I mean, I guess it's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't think the Grand Canyon was worth all the trouble either.
I didn't think the Grand Canyon.
You and I agreed on that one.
But people get really upset when you say, "I didn't think it was that great."
And I think it's spectacular.
Yeah,
but it's just, for me, it's not worth going out there and looking at it from my point of view. I've seen it so many times, and by drone footage and all.
Sure,
it's a lot of work to get there.
It is a lot of work, and it's
a lot of sweaty people, out there.
A lot of nasty people, and everything's dead. It's
in hiking shoes. Ew.
Natty people.
Natty people. But he definitely loved Mount Rushmore. And here's a question Ace would love on President's Day. I think this is an Ace question. TJ, who would you put on your Mount Rushmore of music?
Oh, Lord.
That is such an Ace question.
Yes.
Yeah.
And since Mount Rushmore is trending because it is President's Day.
Karen Carpenter.
Ooh.
Would go on my Mount Rushmore.
A woman. I love this.
Let's see. Probably, let's say Michael McDonald.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Now we're talking.
Up there.
Okay.
Brent Smith, the lead singer of Shinedown, just strictly because he's got the best voice in all of rock music.
Okay.
Brent Smith. And it's so easy to say Michael Jackson or Prince.
Yeah.
So of those, I would probably say Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. That's a solid one.
A solid.
That's really solid. They were talking about the Mount Rushmore of pop earlier today. They put Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and Britney Spears as the fourth. So 3 women, 1 guy. Is that fair?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Who goes above Mariah, Whitney, Michael Jackson, and Britney?
Prince would go I wouldn't put Whitney on it at all since I found out she wasn't really singing that national anthem.
I know.
I get you.
That she was so known for the best national anthem ever. It wasn't a live performance. So to me, her career is just erased after that. She did nothing worth anything.
Maybe, fair enough.
I'm kidding.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Buying diamonds in Antwerp, Belgium, like our Gregory Jewelers does, is something special. Your diamond is extra special, so we go the extra mile, literally, to the diamond capital, where selection and value are the best. To our Gregory Jewelers, that really is something special.
Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to TJRiggins.com/Temple Team. TJRiggins.com/Temple Team.